Hi and welcome to Top Volts, and today we're going to be looking at this Datsun pickup truck. It's the C329 from the 25th edition 1984 catalogue. It comes as part of a set. It's the Trackbuster set. I believe the other one would have been red. This one is a fairly complete truck. There's a few sort of war wounds here and there where these trucks are kind of designed to be flipped over. When you bump the rear bumper here, you'll see that you could call it an ejector. So if I place it on just like that and bump the back, so you can imagine these kind of get a bit of a pounding. So this one has survived remarkably well, I would say. We'll have a little look around it today just to check that everything's working as it should. The rear gear here seems to be operating fairly smoothly actually. So we'll have a little look around this, just make sure everything's operating as it should. It seems to be fairly clean. There's a few marks, nothing that really needs to be refurbished or restored. Even the tyres are actually in really good condition. So I picked this up off eBay secondhand. I think I got it for about £20, so it was quite a good deal, I think. Especially in the fact that this is still all operational. It works just as it should. So we'll open this up, have a little look inside, and just check to make sure everything is as it should be. So quite a nice little bit of detail there. Okay, so we'll open this up first. It looks like there's a bit of a mixture of screws here. So we'll start just with the Phillips at the front. It's the first time I'm opening this up, so a bit of a surprise for me as well. Slotted screws. Okay. All seems pretty clean inside there. Okay, so that just falls out. Okay, so that made for an easier removal. Maybe just a bit of a clean. Always seems to be in very clean condition. I believe that's a resistor. It all seems very clean. Looks like a double pinion under there. Maybe one's being used as a spacer. This rear cog looks very similar to what you would find on the lorries. In fact, I may have one just here. It's on the base of this lorry made in Hong Kong. You've got this combination of gears underneath, and that one looks suspiciously like that one. But we'll have a look at this a little bit later on another video. It's a bit of a comparison for the two different types of lorries that you can get. But overall, this looks to be in very good condition. It's a very tiny return spring just there, which reacts with the rear bumper. You can see there's the catch just there, which is attached to the rear bumper. So I can imagine that would be very easy to snap. This plastic is very thin. So I'd say quite a brave design, really. I think that all looks really clean. I think maybe we'll just put it straight back together. So we'll put the screen back into place. And the driver and cockpit, we could call it. She slots straight into there. And hopefully that will stay while we place the back on first. Roll this over. So you want to align these two holes first, and that will help push the two sides in, where the body shell needs to be teased around the chassis. So see a very snug fit. Just like that. And then the front bumper needs to sit inside of there. So we'll just carefully lift that into place until it sits just like that. Nice and snug. And then the Phillips screws right at the front. And then the bumper. Should I say I suppose it's not a bumper, is it? It's the lower mud guards. And you don't want to over tighten these screws because they literally just screw into plastic. And the guide and pickups look absolutely fine. And they're all sat in there as they should. Okay, so that's all back together. One little test. Okay, so that's the Datsun pickup truck. Thank you for watching.